Suave starts coming and, they start getting accolades and stuff, but they don't, lose touch with other people who are, still trying to do the work. So,
What's actually funny? Like, I'm learning that, because I heard my sister, she thinks I'm famous. I'm like, I can do access, right? I'm not famous. I'm like literally right here. Like, people can call me if they need to, see me in a PCL or Jester. Like, it's really easy to get to me.
that's a truth.
And so I'm like, I'm not famous by any means. She's like, well, Black Thought follows you. I'm like,
that was low key true. I was like, I saw that. I was like, okay, now.
I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of happy. I was like, Black Thought just followed.
I would have like literally like I don't
on the other side of the computer in the PC. I was like, that's all.
Like I would have probably, I don't know what I would have done. I really don't even know.
That was like Black Thought. And like Black Thought follows you and Saul Williams.
I would like screenshot just that part and then like zoom in on like the little name part. Yeah, do that. I would literally like I would gloat that and just put
Saul
it in
Williams.
Okay, come on now.
I was like,
Saul Williams. You go up there, okay? Like, come on now. You know this. Ain't nobody gonna tell you.
But no, it was funny because I was telling my sister I received more stuff from like my own people than others. Like with police brutality.
I feel you on that.
I don't fear police. I don't worry about getting shot. Do I know it can happen? Yeah. Most of the time I've been in trouble with the police because I've been guilty. I had one time I did get messed with on UT campus, but I don't fear that. But my sister, I was telling like a lot of problems I get even while performing, are, like from my own people. Like what I'm trying to do with this tour, I was like, all right, cool. I know I'm
really quick before you go into that. I want to at least kind of announce, because we just get started. We're recording already and stuff like that. I'd like to just announce what we're doing right now. Right now, I'm sitting down with Tro'Juan Henderson, who is a pretty well-known poet around these parts. Pretty well-known in Austin. Pretty well-known in Texas. Doing some big things and taking time out of his day, December 11th, to come and perform at my EP release party. Before I go, it's going to be at Dozen Street on 12th and Chicon at 9 o'clock. And so we were just getting into this conversation about just, what you do and what your, philosophies are and what your perspectives are around this whole thing, how our society is, how your art relates to it, maybe some of the feedback you receive, some of the, just ways that you navigate this performance world. And so we were just getting into that, and you were talking a little bit about you going on your poetry tour. Please feel free to discuss what you were just about to say.
Pretty much what it is like I said, when I was in New Orleans, I was just I just happened to see that things look the same, and I kind of felt like a stranger. When I go back to Dallas, I often feel like that too, where it's kind of like, who are you, and having to reintroduce myself. When I walk around life, I feel like that sometimes. If I just want to feel something around a certain group of women or men, it's kind of like I have to have this permission, kind of like, okay, is it okay to be vulnerable today? Okay, somebody died? Oh, I can cry then, but not now? Okay, cool. I just want to get, so it's kind of like trying to how to navigate through blackness and humanity. And it's not just against white people. There are some white people and there are some black people and different things. So like this spring, what I want to do is, I know it's a lot of us that experience that. So I want to like create an entire spring college tour and other venues as well, to where we're literally going to just go through and have those things, and to do it better. Like, since even though it's art, there is a business part to it. I realize that a lot of us don't have certain resources, especially when it comes to certain organizations that are housed on campus. So what I wanted to do for like the black organizations, like the NAACPs, BSUs, BSAs, BSOs, all those things, and even HBCUs, I wanted to make it like a price within their price range, because I know sometimes we don't have those things. So I wanted to say like, I don't want these organizations to not be able to benefit from the message I'm trying to do and have a discussion in the poems merely due to something as simple as money. So my thing was like, yo, what is it? All right, let's meet middle ground because I really want to make this happen. What do I need to do to make you do it? To let me come up there, and what do you need from my end? And it's just a thing towards like, yo, we're just really working with the people from all ages. So yeah.
That's really cool. You ought to definitely check out some of Tro'Juan's stuff. He was featuring on Blavity for his poetry recently. He just got followed by Black Thought, Saul Williams, and of course the humility is always positive. And I suppose I can't really comment too much as to, I guess, how we relate or what our common ground is. I guess we just kind of ended up at a lot of the same events.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm like, well, I'm getting ready to go do this thing. I need to have some poets. So, fam, want to come through? And, you were very open in, participating. And, I really appreciate that. That definitely shows that you're really about, working with people, and you're really about, spreading that message that you're trying to, cultivate around these areas. And that's so important, so important. And what messages specifically are you wanting to communicate?
Are you talking about just in general, or are you talking about on the spring thing?
Well, you can comment as much as you want to, in general, some central themes, or maybe even in the spring as well, with your upcoming tours and all that.
I don't know, I just like to write about everything, whatever hits me home. I don't know, I just want people to think like it can be humanity, it can be sexuality, it can be my thoughts on music, or as a modern day and whatnot. Whatever it is, like some things are more lighthearted than others, and then other things like, okay, this right here is heavy. So it's a range of things. So it's definitely a range of things. I do have this poem I want to do. It has to do with my hatred for automated customer service. I really want to do that. Like I just really don't like the automated things. So,
you want to know something interesting? Just literally today, I was in a class for my electronic media composition deal, and we're talking about ways we can manipulate sound. And my teacher had literally just today was talking about how he had a friend who made an entire piece from a 3-hour clip of him trying to get access to Medicare, jumping through all the hoops of the automated machine tellers, trying to get to an actual person. He took the 3-hour clip and made this complicated electronic masterpiece that I don't know how it was in the electroacoustic world, but it's interesting how it that
crazy.
This timing just occurred. Makes me hope that I'm not running into that in my near future. Curious. We have a lot of up and coming poets around here. You got tonight we Spider House, open mic nights occurring, and a lot of people wanting to break into that world of self-expression through all different types of media, including poetry. And what are some of the things that you would have to say to those people? What would be some good, maybe you can give advice or maybe just thoughts?
I would say it's different routes to go about it. One, I think you should always have a love for it. No matter what route, rather you just the journal poet, and I don't want to say it minimizing, but it's whether you just a journal, because some people they just write in journals, but they never want to step on stage, and then some people they want to actually be on stage, they want to do different things. So I say always have a love for it and be honest with it. And study the craft. Please study the craft. Read books. If you're a poem, I don't care. Read books, listen to different music, productions. Support other people aside from yourself. Literally, if you like somebody, if you don't like it, don't buy it. I'm a firm believer in that. But if you like the music, the books, the clothes, whatever somebody's selling as artists, it's support it. Support it if you can, because I noticed that, and I'll speak on that after. So I would say just definitely be in love with it. Support others. Constantly stay home in the craft. And something I realized somebody told me in regards to like when I'm performing, this lady actually said the people want you to succeed, and I was like, what do you mean? And she was like, people do not come out to shows to see you fail. They do not come out to shows to have a bad time. They want to have a good time. So even if they don't know you, they want you to do good. They don't want to waste their damn money. And I never thought about that, and it makes perfect sense. Also, and this is something I thought about recently with events, utilize your resources and like really like utilize your core resources and really realize I'm learning more like with branding and stuff. Like it's not necessarily your craft. Well, people do buy into your craft and they do look into that, but people buy into you. And that's how they support your craft, because it's kind of like they like you as a person.
Your identity.
Yeah, they like you as a person. I know this person is cool. They just happen to sing, or they just happen to dance or write, and they're really good at it. But I like you as a person. That's why I'm supporting it, and I'm like learning that. And like the more people like you, the more willing they are to support, and rather financial or whatever. So but I don't know. But what I was gonna say, like in regards to the supporting. Because I be hard on black people. I know it.
For the best.
But my thing, because my thing is like even with music, it makes no sense, and their cultural appropriation. That's something I don't even want to get into. I don't know much about it, but it's kind of like sometimes I kind of feel like whenever they do throw cultural appropriation up, it's like that's the only time some of us come to defense of what's ours. It's like, bro, you have this all the time. You can go spend $10 to buy an album, buy a $1.29 single, take a free EP, download something from Bandcamp, buy a sweatshirt, a band, something like you have.
Right. So about maybe 15 to 30 minutes have passed, and we've been talking. We really have, me and Tro'Juan here. Number one, I really appreciate him for sitting down and vibing with me throughout all of the technical difficulties.